to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a participant from the playoffs last year, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will start this game off with the football. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
And that is how you set the tone as a defense. On the first drive of the game, you're not just getting a 3-and-1. You're not even just getting a turnover, but you actually score points with the safety to open this thing up.
And they'll set up with a free kick from their own 20. Slithers into space. So Michigan's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, but the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure. And because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes. And so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Going to the ground. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Back to pass, it's Graves. Caught over the middle, it's Marco. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And it's right down the boulevard. The lead is now 5 here in the first.
And we finally get at least 3 on the board. I know everybody had this at home. We were all expecting the 5-0 to start this one out the gate. So low scoring, not a lot of points. Shoot, maybe that's enough to get it done.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Let's see what they've got on second down. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. With the catch, it's West. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to keep it in the air. He makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. He'll do it himself. Sweet cut there. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Cornhuskers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Leaves it with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Huskers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Now the connection takes it to the 11. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Snags it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The Huskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Wisconsin is ahead early inside Camp Randall, but that's not exactly Ron Dane out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by a field goal over Oregon. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to throw, it's Graves. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside from the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
He's looking to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. He'll keep it himself. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. To go up top. Quickly complete. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
The Cornhuskers will punt this one away. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So here comes the Michigan offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Looking to throw, it's Graves. Working the middle, it's complete. There to make the stop, and he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down. Motion from the back. Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Back to pass on second down. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They'll run the screen. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line and brings up fourth down. And the Huskers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Running to Green. Breaks into the open. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets it out fast. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's Graves. Zings it complete to the right. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now the play fake. Using the quick game. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads it left. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Wolverines.
About those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. A 1st down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Swings it out to the flat. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. Got room at the 35. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Hit as he throws. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Wisconsin is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Camp Randall. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Oregon. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking to throw, it's Graves. Quick completion on the out. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so... And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got a man. It's West. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He makes a catch. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point, they know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the 1st half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Working the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Hunt is on its way. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. And the Wolverines are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Got his man. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. To the air, it's Graves. Fires left. He's got an open man. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. The quick out. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield very late in the half. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 10. That should be the final play of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to pass. It's Graves. Caught. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Running into the open space. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line.
Turning it on! Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Wolverines started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Works the middle of the field. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. He's got it on the right. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Scores on a sneak. No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking to convert the 2, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack.
Michigan, 25. Nebraska, 10.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. It's West. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. They'll throw on third and short. Fires it incomplete. The Cornhuskers will punt it away on fourth down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Using his legs, it's Sparko. Got the first down and still on his feet. Right down the boulevard. Inside the touchdown, Wolverines. And the stomping has commenced.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get to the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Wisconsin is currently trailing, but if this young star powers a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Allen Amici and Ron Dane among the greats to play in Madison. They're trailing by 11 to Oregon. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
And the Huskers line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here's the handoff. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Looking to throw. It's Graves. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Wolverines are on the move. Gonna run it. It's Barco. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Slams it ahead. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Barges ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Nebraska, 10.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It starts. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. They're going to run it. There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
At the 40-yard line. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So 1st down will open up the final period. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Huskers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Couldn't pick it up on 2nd down. Now they need a couple on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
On to attempt the try. Right down the middle. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for room. It's Sparko. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Might as well give it to him again. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. It'll be a draw. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Fighting off the defender. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Graves. Back open in the middle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Got the first down and more. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Gets the back moving. On the direct snap. It's Blade, and some room to work. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It starts. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Henderson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put...
Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. They give them themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Ole Miss is down, but they are not out of it. Not when that crowd spent the morning in the Grove getting ready for this one. Let's see how those fans impact the rest of this game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas A&M. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Cornhuskers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. So here comes the Michigan offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41. The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for space, it's Sparko. Inside the 30. Breaks into the open. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacked on the extra point. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown.
53, Nebraska, 17.
He'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Henderson. Hauls it in. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw on 1st down. On target. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Thompson. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
At the 50. And that's good enough.
Wants to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. 7 is the lucky and skilled number for this squad as they've made it to this point in the season, and they are still perfect.
Still perfect, and they're cooking. You can tell they got some momentum. You know, 7 weeks, obviously, it's not the whole season. You got bigger fish to fry down the road. Great start, but you can tell this team's for real, for real.
No doubt, and they deserve for us all to be talking about them right now because they look as advertised. This is a team with tremendous talent. They've taken care of business up to this point, but now because they're undefeated at this point of the year, every game from this point out gets bigger and bigger and more important.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pop,